So here's some tricks as to how you can get a job really fast. Really, really fast. Say you're looking for a software testing job in Chicago, and say you really like the second job here. Let's click on it. It's an options clearing corporation in Chicago. Let's look for some keywords and see what they really want. Now, they really are looking for a person who at least has a year of experience. They want up to 4 years. That's preferable. So ideally, you would want to have at least a year's experience. That's okay if you don't have 4 years too, but you can still apply. Now, the other things that I think stand out here are software testing experience, and they also want Unix, Linux, and Python, among other languages. So you would want to include these things in your resume. I know what you're thinking, that I don't have this experience. How can I just lie in my resume? Well, I'm not asking you to lie. Maybe not put it in experience, but probably put it under skills. It could be self taught too, and it's not very late to start learning. And if you don't put these keywords in your resume, you're never going to get called out. Also, if you don't live in that city, I would suggest putting in a Chicago based address, probably given your friend's address or somebody you know, but it's always best to be in that area when you apply to the job physically. If you're not, you could always put in an address and they don't need to know that. So once you've got your resume sorted, you would want to look for that company on LinkedIn. So here I have typed in the company's name and put in a filter for Chicago area, and then I'm going to hit apply. And once I do that, you see there's so many people out here in that company. So these are actually the names of the people and people actually working there. So you can contact them and you can build connections. Now you ask me how you're going to build connections. Well, you don't just go out asking for a job. You first ask them how they got the job and what motivates them and what are some tips that they can offer you. And when doing so, they're going to ultimately ask about you. And then when they ask about you, you can tell them that you've actually applied to this position. So they might recommend you in the future, or they might know somebody who needs somebody, and basically they're gonna think that you're a go-getter, and who doesn't want to help go-getters, right? Say you're unable to connect with them here on LinkedIn, but you've got their names here. So there's another trick that you can do. You can look at their company's webpage and then look for the format of their email. Now you can see that the email here is usually at theocc.com. So maybe, as a general rule of thumb, a person's email address is usually the first name dot the last name at